number of tricks I can pull off.
Okay. Here, let me turn on the music in the game.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming
Girl.
in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Let's say hi because I have to run for 20 minutes today. To see you later. Good luck in the RNG drops. Thank you guys, sir. And I will see you later as well. Thank you. Oh. Okay, hold on. I think the things reset, so I have to go ahead and do this first. Ugh, this ugly ass boss. Cannot do this. I don't know why I'm like more tired than I usually am, but it's whatever. Not unusual for me. Okay, let me like move my shit. There's so much stuff in the way. Oh god. Okay, but honestly, I've only let these battle pass weapons for like 2 milliseconds. I can already tell that there's only like one good one. I don't know. These weapons are they're definitely something.
A walk would be nice.
But I don't think the majority of them are worth spending $10 for to get refinements. Or well, $50 in total. Okay, I need to see what my Lyney has first. I think he's okay, he's 734 right now, so he's actually pretty well built for the only being like a week. I should think I'm doing a pretty decent job in terms of progress for him. Let's see. I have Aqua load up, right? Yeah. Okay, period. Now, I was actually able to get a decent 2-piece of Marchesi Hunter. Which is so lucky. I don't know how. I'm not gonna question it. It's whatever. But it's actually pretty decent. Okay, we're gonna ignore this. We ignore this horrible crit rate. Shimenawa's piece is my only good one. Or at least decent one. My only available one to me. Okay, let me make sure this game sound isn't too loud. Because I actually don't know how loud this is. Okay, no, this is just right. Me. Good circlets don't exist, please. Okay, actually though, I actually do have a decent circlet, but it's for my fucking Ayaka, and it's this one right here. Even though these subsets, everything else is horrible, except this crit damage. It's like my only good one. I think I have another one on my emblem too. I forgot which one it is. I think it's also, yeah, this one. Also some not so great other subsets, but the crit damage makes up for it, so it's whatever. It's fine, I guess. Oof, this boss is I cannot go on my Bennett Burst. Hello. Ugh, let me move. Well, the damage, period. Wait, hold on. Why is Lyney kind of eating though? Why doesn't he eat like this in my Abyss runs? Hello? He waits to pull this shit off until like after Abyss. I hate it here. Okay, wait, yeah, this game music is a little loud. Oh my goodness. Let me just turn this down a little. Jesus. Okay, but like honestly, this team right here is kind of doing its work for like the majority of my gameplay. Now disappear. Okay, but like honestly, he's kind of clearing. I can't. No, I love Lyney's gameplay though. It's like, it's so laid back. And it's like, I don't feel like I have to really do anything crazy when I'm playing him. It's just like, go crazy, go burger. And voila. Plus, it's a character with personality for once, which, don't know if we've gotten that much of that in a hot minute, but here we are. God, I forgot how many ways of these things there are. Jesus Christ. Okay, period. Okay, I actually love Lyney so much, though. Yeah, I do not regret getting him in Aqua Simulacra. This is, like, definitely my best decision by far in this account. He's so fun to play. I love it. Okay, wait, this music? Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I've never played the music for, like, this theme fight before. Wait, this is, like, really good. I love this so much. Ooh, not me missing that shot. Yo, we pretend I didn't miss that. God. God, I do math for this game, by the way. I cannot play this game for the life of me. It's crazy. Oof, oh my god, where is he? Or where are they? What in the world? Help? Why does she like disappear and then reappear? Hello? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna take my resin and go. Thank you. Gross. Okay, well at least I got one of the things I needed. I still need a ton more though. This boss domain has given me like every single piece that I needed except like, well, not like the one that I needed, but it's been giving me all the other ones besides the one that I need. Because like I have what? I have like only 4 of these, and then if you look at my entire inventory of farming this boss, I have like 6 of these and 11 of these. They just refuse to give me what I need, but it's whatever. Okay, let me see. Okay, before I do the rest of the farm, I'm just gonna do my commissions hella quick. Because I could not be bothered. I still need to unlock a lot of these waypoints, Jesus Christ. A lot of these are like underground though, so it's like whatever, but I still need to unlock them. Because yeah, I've been too lazy to. I've put more priority in farming my Lyney than like really caring about my teleportation stuff. I also haven't done any of the side quests, and for a reason, because they're side quests, and I'm not wasting my time doing those until I really feel like it. And also because I already know that half of those quests are literally going to be walls of text. Let's be so for real with, like, let's be for real. Come on. Okay, but one thing that I've noticed with his taunt is actually, I wish I should have mentioned this in my Lyney guide video, but his taunt is actually pretty decent. That's like something that I've noticed when I've been playing him in like Abyss and stuff. For the majority part, his taunt on his head is actually like relatively decent. Obviously with like big bosses, it probably won't work that well, but for the majority of content, it, okay, can I go? I don't care about her paying against, okay, that sounds mean. I really don't though. Like, honey, I really do not. I'm just trying to get this stuff done so I could talk about these weapons. Oh my god, imagine if you could have editable crosshairs on Genshin. Oh my god. Like, it would be such a serve if you could do that. Obviously it would not make sense for this game, but like, it would be kind of a serve. I don't know. I think it would be fun to be cute. Cute and classy. Okay. Christ. Also, I love this whole Uzia and Numa alliance stuff. Well, Well, I don't know if love is necessarily the right way to define it, but I think it's pretty decent. I don't think it's like necessary to have elemental aligned things. I think you could still get away with doing content without those characters. Because honestly, the paralysis is like, I don't know. The paralysis on those things don't even last that long. I'm gonna be so honest. Like, it lasts for like a couple seconds and then just like get right back up. And it's like, okay, what was the point of me doing that then? Like, I don't know. But like, it stuns them for like a decent amount. And it's like, it's whatever. But I don't know. I personally don't think that like once these characters start going into like Abyss, you're gonna like absolutely need somebody who is like Numa or Uzia aligned to like clear content. Like it's gonna help a little bit, but I don't think it's like super like needed or like required. It's just that it helps. But I don't know. I think the mechanic is like it's cute, simple, but definitely not necessary in any way, shape, or form. And like you could easily get away with not using it if you don't need to. Let me actually turn off my Spotify music because I mean this Genshin music is already loud enough doing its thing. Which, to be honest, I rarely ever play Genshin with the music on. If I'm gonna be so honest, it's usually because I'm watching a video in the background. But can't do that now because while I'm streaming, and I can only use up so much bitrate. Wait, what the hell is this? Activate. Oh, there you go. Hit the designated number of targets. Where the hell am I supposed to be looking? Targets have appeared to the left. Huh? Girl, where? Oh, there they are. Jesus Christ. Oh, I missed this one. Hello? Yes. Oh. Jesus. Okay. Alright, done with that. Now we can farm for Lyney. I only got like 80 resin though, so we're only farming for a little bit. And then I'm just gonna straight into the weapons. Honestly, I think I might time my like video stuff later in the day. Because I've noticed that like doing my stuff early in the morning is like kind of whack for most people, especially now that school's starting up again. So I might start pushing my uploads and stuff back later towards like the afternoon evening time. So like when people wind down, they can like watch the video. So like being up hella early in the morning. So I think I'm going to do that. How are my primitives looking? They're okay. Okay. His thing is still today, right? Yeah, equity. Now the question is, do I want to try to get 4-piece or I'm gonna go for talents. I'm not gonna fuck around with this. I think I'm not gonna mess around with too much with the RNG, but if I had more resin, I would probably go for more Marchi's hunter pieces. But honestly, it's not worth this much resin. And I'm gonna be cringe and do that because I don't care about my privileges too much, to be honest. Don't care. Okay, let me see. So 734. Okay, so wow, got no blue. Got some purples though, so I might be able to get my my normal attack to level 9 today if they give me more purple pieces, please. It's doable. Please give me a purple. Period. Okay. Thank you, Hoyoverse. Okay, why is this music so epic for like two mobs that I'm gonna be fighting against? Like, babes, this does not need all this music, but I love it though. It's funny.
Let's light it up. Going in.
I will have order.
Now disappear.
Stabilize.
Excuse me. Sorry, that was loudest. That was super loud. My God. I'll do one more run with this team. I'm gonna mess around and try a melt team for funsies.
Everybody stand.
One with nature. One with wind and cloud.
Step right up.
Please give me another purple. Please. They didn't give me a purple, but it's fine. Okay, wait. I'm gonna mess around and try a melt team. Even though I know it's not going to eat down, but it'll do something. I don't know. I've been trying melt teams for a little bit. They work, but eh. They're like, yeah, I don't know. It's like they do something, but they're not that great. It's just like whatever. Like, let me see, where's Rosaria at? I'm just gonna use Zhongli. I couldn't be bothered.
The better.
I would normally use Kazuha, but it's like 2 enemies, so I don't really care. Wait, do I have her on the right stuff? Yes, I do. You know, it's just that the problem with melt teams is like, well, I don't know. It might just be this abyss. I think like specifically in super like single target situations, I feel like it would be decent, but I don't know. I feel like more AoE is kind of just like whatever, but that's also just because it's Lyney, so it's whatever.
You can't run. A round of applause. Now disappear.
There we go. Like, it's okay. It's decent, but it's like, it's not gonna be like the best thing ever. But like, I do think melt will get like the job done. If you like, if you really need to like use melt, or like you want to use it, I think it can do its thing. But obviously mono pyro with like triple pyro is probably gonna be his best team, period. Cause it's Lyney. That is what he specializes in.
Everybody stand. Lights out.
I don't think I got the crit rate increase from that. Wait, did I? Oh, I did. Wow. I don't feel like I was behind them.
Let's get this show on the road. Step right up.
And either of them are dead. Okay. Not me flopping those. Okay, purple. No purple. Okay. I actually don't know how many of these I need. I should actually like update my planner thing. That way I know what the hell where I'm at. But I think I might have enough to level up my normal attack to level 9. I think. Because I already had 2 purple books at that. Do-do-do-do. I know I said it already, but like this music is giving.
For his dream work. Yeah. Punishment.
Now disappear.
Judgment.
Judgment. That's the wrong button. Whoops. Hi, hello. Hi, Enrique. How are you? Welcome. Okay. I think I have enough to level this to level 9. Hopefully. I think I do. I should. We'll find out. I'm just gonna craft this and see if I do. But I think I need, what is it, 6 for the first one and 12 for the other one, so 18 in total. So hopefully I have enough. Character talent. Where is equity at? There it is. Okay, let's gonna do this. Okay, Zincho using his 25% chance to give me absolutely nothing. Yes, thank you. Okay, I probably won't get to level 9 today, but I can get to level 8 though. There we go. Period. This is actually quite an increase. My goodness. Jesus Christ. So now I need 12. Yeah, I don't have enough for that. Shot, I barely had enough to level that one up as it is. Okay, let me double check my equities. Yeah, I only got 11. Yeah, no. We don't. Let me see. Are you enjoying Lyney? Yeah. Okay, I actually like Lyney a lot. I know I mentioned that I was like a really huge fan of Lyney when he first came out. But I had never personally played like a charge attack character before. Minus Tanari. Tanari is like the only one I would consider like an actual charge attack character that I played with. So I was a little nervous that I wouldn't like him, even though I like him as a character. But when I did his gameplay test, I loved it. I loved it a lot. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Lyney a lot. Obviously this, at least in Abyss cycles, this Abyss cycle is definitely not it. Really not it for him. However, I can still clear the second half. Full 3 stars regardless. Which is very interesting because even on weaker abysses, the fact that I can still clear decently with him, and I don't even have him like all to town level 9s. Like I have him like I'm like level 7, 3, and like 2 here, and I was still able to clear it pretty decently. So yeah, I think he's really good, and I've been enjoying him a lot. Let me see. I think I'm gonna level. Let's see. I'm trying to get him. I'm at 54 pity with guaranteed. Oh, okay. Okay. I will say for Lyney though, I think one of his biggest things is that he is limited in terms of like teams that you play him on. So if you don't mind that, then go for him. But if it is something that you kind of care about, I would do a double take and maybe hold on to see who might be upcoming. That's just like, I mean, I don't care because I already have like, I mean, you can say I already have like a lot of characters already as is. So like, I don't really care who else I get. It's just sort of another addition. But like, you know, some people might want to like get characters to like create teams and stuff. I don't think Lyney is a character you necessarily want to get to create a team. He's more so just like an add-on. It's like if you already have a lot of decent character selections, then you can just throw him in and get him, and like he'll just add another team to your choice, or be like another character slot. But he doesn't really. I would just say don't get him if you don't have that many teams that you can create already. But if you have a decent selection of characters and you like him, I would say he's pretty worth it. Let me see. He's so cool and fun. He is. He really is. No, I agree. He really is. No, I just love his personality overall. I especially love his actually here, let me change the game language. I personally like his Japanese voice actor a lot. Especially with his burst animation. It's like, it's showtime. It's so cute and fun. Like, I don't know, he's just so cute and fun. It's just really fun to play him. Like, just listening to him just have so much fun and not caring. It's just like, yes. Okay, I think I'm gonna level his burst. Like that. And then level his skill. Okay. Got decent upgrades for this. Okay, I don't have any more resin to farm for him. So I guess now we can just go into the weapons real quick. Okay. Weapons wise, vibes, don't get these. I'm sorry, but I'm not, can I be so honest? I'm not a big fan of these weapons. I'm not going to lie. The only one I would even say is like really great is maybe this one. Wolfing is probably like the best one compared to like all these, at least currently. Currently it is. The crit rate stat is actually pretty decent. And the passive is really good for characters like I'll Hate Them. I think this is like really good for I'll Hate Them. Definitely better than Black Sword by a landslide. And I dislike Pyro, but he will make me build a mono Pyro team. I mean, okay, period. Yeah, I won't lie. I'm somewhat indifferent to Pyro. I don't mind Pyro teams, but usually the only ones I usually play are like Vape, and it's like with Ayato. So it's like it's not even anything crazy. But playing Lyney definitely gives me another reason to even play Pyro teams in the first place. So I think it's pretty decent. And also because I was able to finally get C6 Bennett after a millennia of not having it. So loving that. Okay, back to the weapons. So yeah, Wolfang. Honestly, if I were to get it, this would probably be the only one I would really get. Really good for I'll Hate Them. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of like other characters who would be really good with it. I mean, honestly, most DPS characters could probably benefit from this weapon if I'm gonna be very honest. At least in the sword department, but all these other weapons are like, ew. It's like they're just ew. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these. I'm not a big fan. I don't know. Especially this. This catalyst is like, it's so good until you realize it's a crit rate stat weapon, and then you're like, oh, well, there goes like the one character that could use it, aka Baiju. Because like this passive is actually really, really good for Baiju. But I think the crit rate in itself, and also the fact that it doesn't, I mean, it's fine for like people who are on field for like a short period of time because it lasts up to 10 seconds of them being on field before the effect dissipates. So like it's not horrible for like on field Baiju if you want to build him like slightly more DPS oriented. But like even then, I mean, this curry side is just basically kind of effectively useless on him. But I mean, you could just throw it on him anyways and just say screw it. And it's whatever. I mean, it still works fine. The only other case I could even think of for using this is like maybe Aimiko and Nahida, but like this HP passive will just not matter for them at all. And it'll just end up being like a crit stat stick with like some element of mastery that you could literally just get from Gilded Dreams. So like, I don't know. And they're so unique in appearance, not that aesthetic. Yeah, I think I'm guessing you're meaning Fontaine in general, or like with Lyney. Yeah, I don't know. Lyney's design is like it's relatively unique. I think they're definitely taking a more unique approach to the way they design their characters in recent patches. I do kind of agree they may not be the most aesthetically pleasing alongside like the weapons and stuff, but like it definitely feels like, you know, this is like Fontaine. Like when I look at stuff like this, it's like this is Fontaine for sure, and like I can just tell at a glance. But Scion is okay. I think it's good in single target, but otherwise outside of single target, this weapon is kind of dookie doo doo. Mainly because I think from this passive, it seems like it primarily affects one enemy when you proc it. Let me read this. I don't check his opponent. Dealing 60% attack as damage and applying the Heartseeker effect to the opponent. Okay, yeah. So yeah, in AoE, this is kind of whatever. This entire passive ends up only really being okay. It's mainly here for just its stat stick, pretty much. I mean, taking 28% more damage though is really, really good. So like in a single target situation, this would be like Lyney's best option for like 4 stars, especially at higher refinements. But like, why spend why spend $10 for this when you could literally get Prototype Crescent for free by building it? I mean, I don't know. I just think like for $10, most of these weapons aren't really that worth. Like me personally, I would literally not get any of these besides Wolfang. Wolfang's really like the only one that I would even consider maybe getting. And like even then, it's just like I don't know, like especially for like characters like I'll hate them who really benefit this, who benefit from this passive a lot because a lot of his damage comes from his elemental skill. And his stuff is considered skill damage, and it's like this is really good for him. But I don't know if I would like keep spending $10 over and over and over again to get R5 for this, just for I'll hate them. Like, I don't know. I feel like most people's even Black Sword. I mean, Black Sword isn't that great, but like it's still viable, usable. Or like Iron Sting or like the R5 Inazuma event weapon. Like those weapons already work decent enough, where it's just like whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bonus for pass buyers. Yeah, like I agree. Like this is like these aren't like the worst things ever, but like especially weapons like Talking Stick, for example. Hello Foxy Gotcha, how are you? Welcome. But yeah, especially weapons like Talking Stick, for example. First of all, super high base attack, low crit rate stat. I'm noticing that on like most of these weapons, especially these two. They have higher base attack stats rather than substat, which is fine for some characters, but yeah, I don't know. It's sort of just whatever. Attack increased by 16% after being affected by Pyro, and then elemental damage bonus by 12% for 15 seconds after being affected by Hydro. Like the conditions aren't hard to achieve because there's already a decent selection of characters that can like do this, like Beto, Kokomi, Zinch. Like there's already characters that can allow other characters to be affected by these elements like this. But I don't know. It's meh. Imagine if they're OPs. I'm just checking to see how to farm for Lyney because I got him. I've been checking everywhere. Oh, okay. Well here. So to farm for Lyney, so I would personally say deal with the boss stuff first and just get it out the way. Because this takes up the most resin for the most part. So I would just say just get the boss stuff. I think you need like 40 of these to ascend a character to level 90. His flower stuff is the Rainbow Rose. It's these little pink flowers here. It's cute, lovely, pretty. There's like a Tevat. I know they have the Tevat map, so if you need to know where the locations are, you could just look those up on the map. For the flowers, I would definitely recommend that if you want to just like rush the farming, literally just spam co-op worlds and just literally go spam. That's literally what I did. I like farmed my world one time and then I literally just I just spam co-op and I was like, can I please farm your flowers? Surprisingly, a lot of people actually let me, so it's fine. If you just ask nicely, most of the time people will say yes, so don't worry about that aspect. Obviously he's Pyro, so you're gonna need red crystals, and he ascends with the Fatui stuff, which you probably have a lot of this even though you don't even like actively farm it, but you probably have passively farmed enough of these to level him up decently, so these I don't think you need to worry about too much. You might already have a lot of these as is. And then for you know a good weapon for him? Yeah. So I personally have a decent amount of weapons. So yeah, these two are like for wishing. I just wish because I had enough Premier Gems to wish on it, and I got really lucky with Simulacra. So this is not the case for most people. So this is whatever. I would say for next best options, at least from what I'm looking at on my own screen right here, if it were me on my account, I would just probably give him Viridescent, just because it's just the next best thing that I could realistically put him on. Otherwise, now you could do R5 slingshot too. It's doable. A lot of his 4-star options, you usually want to go either stuff that has attack percent subsets or low crit rate subsets, like this one, or another's also, where is it? The Scion. Oh, Skyward Harp. Oh, Skyward Harp can work too. Yeah, it's a pretty decent option for him. I use that on him. Okay, yeah. I mean, that one works fine on him. It's just that it works fine. It's just that with crit rate weapons like that, you just have to be careful to make sure that you don't have too much crit rate, because he is a character that ascends with crit rate from his stats. I don't think it's gonna show here, but yeah. Lyney ascends with crit rate in his best in slot artifact set. I don't have the 4-piece, but as you can see, it increases crit rate by like 12% and stacks 3 times, which gives you another 36%. So like 36% plus like what, 24% from his ascension is already like 60%. And then assuming you get like some decent subsets, you're already reaching like this number right here, like 80%. So that is one thing you kind of have to be careful for. But I mean, overall, otherwise, Skyward Harp works fine. It's a decent option for him. Can I ask you one more thing? Sure, go ahead. Oh yeah, Hamayumi too. Yeah, Hamayumi or Prototype Crescent are actually decent options too. Klee or Lyney? Yeah, so I've been looking at stuff related to that for some time now. The best way I can describe like the comparison between Klee and Lyney is like Lyney acts more as like an alternative rather than like a better option, because both of them do relatively well in Mono Pyro, and they both have their benefits in things that they're not the best in. Like Klee Mono Pyro, for example, does exceptionally well, especially in like AoE situations. It does decent in single target, but I think Lyney in single target could outperform Klee, at least in Mono Pyro specifically. But Lyney more so acts as like another option and has potential to perform slightly better than Klee. But like if somebody already had like a good Klee Mono Pyro, then they wouldn't necessarily need to get Lyney to really make it any better or worse, so to say. So they're sort of, I would say they're almost relatively equal, and I think Lyney just performs a bit better, in my opinion. That's just my opinion though. But I'd say overall, he's not like a super immediate direct upgrade for Mono Pyro. It's just that he acts more as like another option if you don't prefer Klee. For anyone, my team is Raiden, Lyney, Yoimiya, and Kokomi. Interesting. I would say with Lyney, you might always want to have Bennett. I think Bennett's like a character you kind of need with Lyney. For sure. Especially because of his attack buff. And especially if you have him C1. I would say Bennett is like almost kind of necessary for Lyney to even work. And also because Lyney constantly takes health from his charge shots. I don't like my C5. Understandable. Honestly, I also am like, I mean, I've grown to like Bennett, but yeah, Bennett's also kind of a character that I used to avoid building for a while. I use Yoi because she's built. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I will say though that just from looking at the team that you put down there, having both Lyney and Yoimiya might be somewhat counterintuitive, because they're both DPS characters that want a lot of on-field time. I mean, it can work, and it's whatever, but I personally wouldn't put Yoimiya on the same team as like Lyney, personally. It's just because they both demand at least a decent amount of on-field time to do what they want to do. But I mean, it's Genshin, so I mean, it's whatever. I like Bennett SC0. For Hatboy, period. Bennett at C0 is, I mean, it works, but like if you have C1 and above, I mean, as long as you get him C1, it's like he's pretty good. It's really all you need for Bennett. Oh, hello Charlotte. This is really random. Hey girl. Okay, I'm gonna brute force Lyney in Abyss again. Because I definitely didn't suffer the, the last bajillion times that I tried to do it. I'm gonna... I always mess up the fight on this first chamber here. Because I always keep forgetting what I'm supposed to do with... What is it? These two hilichurls. These ranged Hydra hilichurls are so annoying. I think it's what, this team... You have John Lee. Yes, I have a lot of characters. I think I have like almost... Yeah, I have a lot of characters. Let's just say my habits of spending in the past were not the greatest. But you know what? It was kind of worth it in the end because I like most of these characters that I got. So yeah. Let me see. You have Ayato? Yeah. He's actually one of the original 5-stars that I had on my account. You know, bestie, I have a lot of characters. Probably too many. Too many if I'm to be honest. And there's a lot of characters in here that I didn't even want, but like I got them anyway just because. Like Wanderer. Wanderer was actually a character I didn't really want, and I kind of got him by pure luck. I mean, I've grown to like him now because I've actually played him, and he's actually kind of fun. But before then, I didn't really want him, and I was like, oh, I have Wanderer now. But he's somewhat fun. At least he had the money. Okay, honestly though, I think I only spent money on Ayato and I think Ayato, Kokomi, and who else? Oh, Kazuha. Oh, Kazuha for sure. Like these three. Yeah, these three, Ayato, Kokomi, and Kazuha. Those are like the three, and Raiden. Those four, right there. Yeah. Because, babes. Just because, my best excuse. Okay, Raiden was actually the one I wanted the most, and I got her C2, period. I wanted her for so long, but I missed her rerun when I started playing Genshin because I took a little break from Genshin at the time. And of course, it had to be at the time that they rerun Miss Shogun the first time. So I had to wait a millennia for her rerun. And I was like, I'm going to get her C2. And I did. And did. And so now we're here. And now I have Ayato C1 and I think... Oh my god, wait, who else do I have? Oh yeah, Kazuha. And this was on his original banner. I got Kazuha C2 on his original banner. And this was like back when everybody was like talking mess on Kazuha. Like, Kazuha's so bad. He's not worth it. He's a 5-star. He's so bad. I did not... I did not care. I was like, he's cute. He's fun. I'm getting him C2. And I did. And honestly, it's worth it. The 4 that are really good to spend money, right? Do you have a C6? Okay, no, I don't go that far. I've never gotten a C. No, I don't do C6 5-star. I don't do all that. I got a little money to spend, but I'm not. I ain't no whale or anything. I don't do nothing crazy. I only go for like the. If I do go for constellations, I only go for cons that like I'm either A, I'm able to get, or B, the money that I can spend at the time is like enough to get it. So like with Raiden, I had enough money to get C2. With Kazuha, I had both enough Primogems and money to get C2. With Ayato, I had saved up for him because I saw like a Twitter leak, I think, when I looked at Ayato and I was like, ooh, he looks handsome. And I have never saved so hard for a character before. Like, I think Ayato is like the one character that like I spent like in terms of spending money compared to the 4, he's like the one that I spent the least amount on because I saved like 40,000 Primogems for this guy. Like, I saved up so bad and I got his best in slot. So like, I think this is worth it. And I love him. I just love him so much. That's why he's my fave king. Like, I mean, just look at this animation. Like, how can you not love him? Hello. King. Ryan's at C0. I saved way too much for Lyney. I mean, Ryan at C0 is still fine. I mean, obviously, compared to C2, it's like, wow. He's Boba Man. Yes, he is. Oh, and would you look at that? I pulled out the Boba for you, period. Period. The Boba. I think, yeah, I think my mains are like Him and Yoimiya. I love her. Yoimiya, I love her so much. I did not care what anybody had to say during Inazuma. People had so much to say about so many Inazuma characters, and I was just like, I don't care. They look cute, they look fun, I'm getting them. And I did. And I don't regret it, because they're fun. And I love her. She's so cute. And they did so good on her second story quest. It was so cute. It literally made me cry because it was so adorable. Like, I love everything about her. She's so, ugh, she's so cute. I love her. Queen. I wish oh wait, I did crown her. Wait, hello? Wait, when did I crown her normal attack? Help? I don't remember doing this. Hold up. I don't remember doing this. Wait, when did I crown her normal attack? Help? Okay, well, I guess I did that. Shout, I don't know. I've been playing this game for too long. I barely remember what I did in some of these characters. I can't. Okay, let's see. Okay, the one thing that ugh, God, I hate this so much. Because I almost always play National in this first half, but then it's like I don't have National because Bennett Youngling. I mean, I guess I could play like a Taser team. No. High Decisions Friday. Ugh. Like, is this a 1.0 player? Oh my goodness. Okay, the gag is I actually didn't play this game in 1.0. I didn't start playing this game until Inazuma came out. And so it was like what, 2.0? Like 2.0 or 2.1? That's when I first actually played this game. I knew that the game existed like the year before, but I didn't like actually start playing it until like a while after because okay, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be one of those people that was like, you anime game, like you whatever. I used to be one of those people. I know. Ugh, annoying. But I was. And like that's why I didn't play this game at first, but then I saw like Kazuha and Yoimiya and I was like, wait, they look cute and fun. And they were. And then that's when I got addicted. And now I'm here. Hundreds of dollars later. Should we get Overload team for the second half? Electro and Pyro mix. I could do that. Actually, I have tried that, actually. I've tried Overload on second half. I'm personally not the biggest fan of Overload, personally. I just don't like the reaction. But, like, it works. It's fine. I just personally don't like it. You know, but if you want to use it, it works. I just don't like the way that it reacts, because I don't like that it bounces enemies back sometimes, and it's just like, I'm not in the mood to deal with all that. Also, I literally said I was going to use Taser, and I literally put in Nahida and... Oh god. Okay, we're going to make it work. Whatever. Ooh, I forgot how deep Ito's voice in Japanese is. Jesus. Period. Cookie is the god of Hyperbloom. Period. No, it's so crazy how good she is in Hyperbloom. It's like actually ridiculous. So glad I built her. Cookie heard those useless allegations and she said, let me show y'all what I can do. And then Sumeru came out. Period. Okay, but like honestly, Ayato's also so satisfying to play. He's so simple too. Like I know he may not be the most meta unit ever, but like he's so simple to play and so fun to play. It's just like I can just do this. And like I'm having such a breeze because I don't have to think. Let's see, that plays Genshin uses Nahida, Jinsho, Cookie, and Jiangling. The Cookie is the god in Hyperbloom, period. Well, he is indeed correct. She is. Although Jiangling in that team, that's actually very unique. It's quite interesting. Damn it, I did not even need any stacks for that one. Period. He changed Zhongli for Layla for most of it. Oh, okay. Okay, normally I would use Bennett Burst for this, but like, I do not care. I'm just gonna do that. He has C6 Layla? Oh, period. Ooh. Ooh. I'm getting ragtagged here. I say as I literally almost kill him in one shot. Do 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 do. That's that burst is so fun. I love it.
熱々でしょ師匠の技を食らいなさい
Wow, that was actually a pretty good run. That went a lot better than most of my previous runs. I have a Genshin mom doesn't play. Aw, period. Okay, none of my family plays Genshin. Mainly just because they could not be bothered. They know I play it though. And like I think I show my sorry if you can hear the background. It's a trash collector. I think I showed my mom Ayato, and she was like, "Oh, he's really handsome." And I was like, "Period." So yeah, I think my mom is a fan of Ayato. I think she loves him, and I think I also showed her I'll hate them. She said I'll hate them. I remember my mom was like, "Why does I'll hate them have like such big muscles for like a guy who reads books all the time?" And I'm like, "I don't know either. Don't ask questions." So I don't know. But my mom is pretty interested in this game, but I don't think she would ever play it. I don't think this is like up her alley for like games. Mom said Nahida is cute, period. The anime is weird. Okay, honestly though, that's like a lot of people's first impression of anime. If they like don't really see it that much, they kind of see it as weird, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to think like that too, and then until I started actually watching it, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So it's not too surprising. Mom said, oh, Nathan should be banned. Oh, that's crazy. Oh my god. Not this.
全部丸見えね私のお家にいらっしゃい
Also, I just realized I used Cookie way too early, but it's whatever. He's... oh, okay. Okay, yeah, no, I get it. Okay. You know, I get what you were saying. Yeah. You know, I can honestly say some of these characters in this game... I mean, I can't lie. Some of these characters, I mean, it's... Hoyo kind of deliberately does it sometimes. I can't even be surprised. Sometimes they make it very, very obvious their purpose for some of these. But it's not like a, yeah, this game is not like that. No, it is very far from that. Very far from that. Oh.
迷惑をかけてしまったな
Okay, let's pretend she didn't just like get yoinked. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that spinny move like kills me. Whoopsies. Sorry, Cookie. Yep, she did. Whoa. Oh, why did he... dang it. Actually, him bouncing this way isn't even that bad. Can I switch to Ayato, please? My goodness. Okay, please let me switch characters. Oh my god. Can I use my abilities, please? My god. Okay, Cookie, please don't die when I swap into you this time. Thank you. Yes, Hyper Bloom. Yes. So OP. This reaction is literally overpowered. The fact that this is even allowed is kind of crazy. Christ, this reaction is actually so overpowered. And then they made Burgeon and Burning horrible, and it's like, here we are. We love to see it. Oh wait, Zhongli does not have enough energy. Oh my goodness. Energy. Thinks he's a better Genshin player. We need to see their artifacts. It's understandable. I didn't read that. I just read I did not read that fully. Whoops. He thinks he's when there's 0 artifacts and his team all level 20. Yeah, doing that it's fun. I personally have never done that because I barely can deal with the Abyss as is because mentally speaking, I just I get so tired of the Abyss so frequently. Okay, I need to kill him like here. There we go. Period. Okay, can I eat that up? Yeah, no, yeah, this team is definitely his best team by 4. Eats it down. Okay, let me read this comment fully. Real quick. Thinks he's a better Genshin player than me when he does 0 artifacts. His team is all level 20, and his team is Razor, Amba, Mika, and Wanderer. Ooh. Ooh, that is definitely a team. Oh my goodness. I've never seen those. I've never seen such an arrangement of characters before. It's very interesting. I've never used Amber before, and I probably never will. I don't know. She's kind of just there for me. As is the case for basically almost every person. But there are some people who like her, so no shame in that. It's whatever. I just personally am not that interested in her. Amber only has Baron Bunny. Yeah. I mean, and plus, I mean, she's pretty much, I mean, she's, if we're gonna be honest, her main purpose is literally just elegy her holder. Like, she really just does her thing when she has elegy of the end on her. And if you don't have that, then I mean... There's a reason she's F tier. Teams, please. Oh my goodness, no. Because, oh my god, I remember I was trying to tell somebody who's an Amber main, I was like, she's not really that great. They're like, there's no way, what do you mean? I was like, I was like, honey, I know something you don't. She's not that good, bestie. I was like, no. Because she loves her so much too. I was like, bestie, no. Bestie, I hate to tell you this, but she's not that great. Like, she's usable. And like, I've seen people do some crazy stuff with her, like physical DPS and stuff. Like, I don't know. People who do that, hats off to them. Like, honestly, that's dedication. Like, wow. I know people use her because, yeah. I mean, there's always going to be those people who like characters because of that. I mean, that's just the nature of some of these games. I mean, there's going to be some people who are just in here for that stuff. And honestly, I ain't going to shame y'all too much. I'm going to let y'all do your thing. You know, ain't my business. So as long as this is business that is minded to one's own, I'm gonna just mind my own. Just let y'all do y'all thing. Oh my god, this damage? Wow. Okay, I need to get out of this AoE. Pronto. Oh, oh, don't die. Oh, oh my god. Ooh, ooh, that could have been bad. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Now we choose to do the spinny thing? Ugh. Period. Okay, yeah, I didn't die. Okay, thankfully I didn't die. Almost did. He was at like 800 HP. I was like, get out of there. In co-op, if there's 3 people in most servers, is it a... I mean, honestly, you never know. I would say most of the people that I've interacted with in this game don't play this game for that reason. Most people actually do play this game because they actually like the characters that they play. At least in my experience. I mean, I do know though that there are people who play this game because of, well, yeah, we already know. and it's whatever. I personally don't mind them except when they're except when they're like super loud on like TikTok and stuff where they where they like make such weird comments, or like on Twitter. Oh my god, I see so many Twitter posts of people just like seeing the most outlandish stuff. I'm like, yo, this is not the place or time. No. I was just like, For me, yes, I play because my friends play. Honestly, I actually don't mind playing this game single player. In fact, I actually play this game by myself the most, personally. I mean, that's also how I play most games in general, but I like playing this game solo. But every now and then playing with my friends is fun. But none of my friends play this game. Or like, so my friends used to, but pretty much all of them don't really play it anymore. It's just me. Just me and like a couple of people that I know on like servers and stuff. But otherwise, mostly it's just me. Do you play other games? Yeah. The other games that I usually play, I'm gonna be so for real. Honestly, the only other games I really play are like League of Legends and like Valorant. Those are like the two other games that I really play for like the most part. And that's just because those are just games that my friends also play. And like I actually like the game, so it's whatever. I think the only other game I've played outside of those two games is like maybe Minecraft once in a while, or like Roblox if I just feel like having fun and just like doing whatever. Sometimes I play Roblox for funsies. I usually play Roblox with my friends like super late at night. It's so funny and such a great time. Play Roblox and Mimi phone games. Okay. I personally don't play mobile games like at all. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of like playing games on mobile. That's just me personally though. The only game that I've played like on my phone at least is like was it Project Eve? I don't know. It was some rhythm game. I forgot. But yeah. It was like just I only really play like rhythm games on my phone if I ever did play games on my phone, but I recently deleted like all my phone games. So I pretty much only play games on like my computer. And it's usually just like either this, Valorant, or League. Wait, you have Sino? Yeah, I do. Here he is right here. Another character that I really did not expect to get. You're the first person for me to see have him. Wait, really? Oh my god. I mean, I don't know. I've liked Sino for, well, since like his teaser. I personally am like indifferent towards his kit. There's I don't have many days where like I feel like playing him. And I think a big part of that is because I don't really like playing him in Overworld, because like pretty much all of his gameplay is like in his elemental burst. So like it's either I burst and go burr, or like I don't do anything. But overall, when I get to play him and I can play him, he's fun. Do you have Tanari? Yeah, I do. It's right here. We're gonna pretend like he doesn't have these big gloves and this interesting outfit, because he's adorable. I love him. I'll hate them. Yes. You name it, I probably have. I'm not gonna lie. I think I have like almost every character in the game. I'm not going to lie to you. I think most of the characters that I don't have, I think I have less 4 stars than I do 5 stars in terms of like total. Do you have Kave? No, I don't have Kave. Actually, okay. I actually wanted to get Kave so bad, but like I just didn't get any copies of him. I was so mad. And I think he was on the Nilu. I think he was on the Nilu Nahida banner on the rerun. And like that's when I got Nilu, and I was trying really badly. I was trying really badly to get Kave, but I just couldn't get him. They wouldn't give me any copies. Yeah, I know. I know he's not that great. But honestly, I just wanted him just to have him in my account. Just cause. Because I actually like him as a character. I actually like him a lot. Actually, meanwhile, let me just go ahead and get my free little blue wish real quick. He's on M. Yeah, he's not great. Yeah, no, I agree. He's not that amazing. I do agree with that. And like, to be honest, I kind of the gimmick that they tried to pull with Kaveh in terms of like his gameplay is like he has great gameplay. Don't get me wrong, but like in terms of his overall strength, he doesn't really. eh, mm, it's definitely gameplay. Definitely gameplay. I will say that much. Do you want Farina? Okay. I'm not gonna lie. No, not really. I actually don't think I'll get her. At least on her initial banner. On her rerun, probably. But on her initial banner, I probably won't get her. One, because I want Neuvillette, which I'm guessing because they drip marketed him, he's coming in 4.1. So I want to get him. And I like him more as a character. I'm not the biggest fan of Farina as like either a character, and even if her kit is really strong, I don't really care for her that much, honestly. So like, I personally am gonna skip her on her like initial rerun, or I mean not initial rerun, on her initial banner, and then get her on like her rerun, maybe. But my main priority right now is Nuvola and Arlecchino, if she's playable. If Arlecchino's playable, I'm definitely getting her. Like no doubt. Like you will see Arlecchino on my account if she becomes playable. She will be in this account. There is no maybes that she will be in here. I will get her. You know, I want her. Yeah, it makes sense. She may come in 4.5, maybe. When Arkham comes, all the others come out too, so she will come. Yeah, it's just that I've seen a decent amount of discussion about Arlecchino because I know, especially before Fontaine came out, I know a lot of people were like scared because there were some people leaking on Twitter saying like she was going to like die in the game, or like she wouldn't be playable and yada yada. I was like, honestly, y'all can leak all y'all want about this stuff. I'm just gonna wait until whoever says something. Because honestly, until they say something, I'm just gonna have my faith that she becomes playable. And okay, when she's playable, I hope she's a polearm. It's weird, but I really hope she's a polearm. Because I love polearm animation gameplay so much. So minus Hutao, who's minus Hutao. But minus her, I think if Arlecchino becomes a polearm, I think that would be even better. In my opinion. How bad does it feel to play Lyney without a shield? I would say it depends. I just recently just did an Abyss cycle just now for funsies without Zhongli. I did like triple pyro with Xiangling and Kazuha. It still works fine. I think that Lyney, the whole shield thing is like, it's less so the fact that it's an absolute necessity. Well, how do I describe it? It's like it helps and it's more comfortable to play. But like if you're somewhat decent at the game, then you can get away with like not using a shield. And it doesn't feel like super horrible. It does get annoying sometimes though when you don't have a shield, because there'll be moments like in this Abyss, for example, they have the like the Vishap creatures and they have the Electro and the Cryo one. And like sometimes you'll, especially if you play Bennett, you know, like when Bennett you cast his burst and you get infused with Pyro on your character, you'll get overloaded, or like there'll be some reactions sometimes, like overload specifically, and like it'll just interrupt his charge attack animation. So like that can be kind of annoying, but it's like it's not the worst thing in the world, and like you can still clear stuff decently comfortably without a shield. Him being played on shield is mainly just for comfort's sake and just like not having to worry about your stuff getting canceled. But like if you know how to weave in your charge shots and like know when to cancel and like move around and stuff, then it's not the worst thing in the world. And like it's I would say it's still good. Let me see. It's better Lyney, Kazuha, Bennett, Zhongli, or Lyney, Bennett, Xiangling, Zhongli. Interesting. Well, okay, well I've actually done like the calcs for this and the actual gameplay. I would definitely say Bennett Kazuha with Zhongli is better than Xiangling in Zhongli. Um, mainly just because Kazuha's Ascension 4 passive is just, I mean, his passive is just so good. It's so, like, it's so good, and like not having this extra elemental damage bonus is like, I don't know. When you miss out on that, and then in return you only mainly really get the 20% attack bonus from Tenacity, it's like, sure, you get the attack bonus, but it's like, compared to that Ascension 4 passive from Kazuha, it's like not as good. But it's more comfortable. So that's like the one upside. Lyney, Ganyu, Kazuha, and Bennett for Mel. I don't have Ganyu, so that's not something I can. Also, I just missed that word request. Whoopsies. I don't have Ganyu, so I can't personally test that team out. Although, I mean, it could work. I don't know. I've tried some variants of Melt through some of my runs. For this Abyss cycle, it's not that amazing just because of the way that some of the enemies are organized. But I think Melt in general is like, it's actually somewhat decent on Lyney. Obviously not his best team, and obviously not necessarily one of his absolute better teams, but it works, and it can work decently. And like, if you want to use it, it works fine. I think you could even clear with it. Like I was able to clear it like with Melt in my Abyss runs like a couple of times. It was kind of inconsistent, mainly just because of Simon or A Simon, whatever that boss is. It's annoying, but like Lyney and a Melt team is like, it's usable. You can use it. It's obviously not going to produce the best results overall compared to other teams. Then Overload with Official. Yeah, Overload with Official did decently. Yeah, that is also another team you can use. Like honestly, although he excels in mono power, like you could honestly just like slot in an extra unit for like something else, and like he still dishes out a decent amount of damage regardless. So because you already get a lot of attack from Bennett just by himself, and it's just like everything else added on to that is kind of just like a bonus. So like he still works fine overall regardless. A Melt team, yeah. Although it's not super recommended, but it's usable if you want to. Like I would say this team, like I'd say this team as itself is probably one of his better ones. And then if you're able to get away with it, then you could do this. This is definitely one of his best by far, if not the best. I've also done, where's Yanfei at? I've done Tank Fei, just doing this. Oh wait, her Japanese, hello? Wait, her Japanese voice is so much more mature compared to her English. Oh my goodness. Queen. And yeah, and then honestly in this third slot, you can kind of flex whoever if you really want to. Like Visual. I've done Kokomi before. Kokomi works decently. So maybe Lyney, Zinsho, Ayaka, and Cookie. Kokomi is a keep on many of my teams. Here, let me just look at it visually. Just so I can. So is Ayaka? Is it Kokomi? In Overworld, it's whatever, but in Abyss, I could already see a decent selection of like problems with this team. I mean, at this point, you might as well just like make it a freeze team. I don't think Lyney in this is necessarily going to do that great. Like, you know, I mean, it's usable in like Overworld, but like, if this is in the case of like Abyss content, I don't think this is something that I would necessarily say you should do. I mean, if you want to try it though, go crazy. But when I use my C6 Insho, if you want to use your C6 Insho, I would say use it for stuff that needs Hydra application from it, especially because of his what was it? I mean, especially once you get all these constellations. I mean, you said you already have C6, so I mean, it'd be better to use him primarily for his extra damage and application rather than as a placeholder, because Lyney can't really benefit from Zinsho's burst because it requires normal attacks, which Lyney does charge attacks, so it's kind of making Zinsho somewhat not that great, and only kind of really exists for the interruption resistance from his swords. Have you tried Nilu Vape? I actually haven't. But I've seen the funny little TikToks on it. I think it's cute and fun, but I personally just keep her I just keep her stuck to my little cute little bloom gameplay. Which I actually do like Nilou a lot. And I actually don't regret getting her. I do wish that they changed her this thing and didn't make it so restrictive. And just made it to where it's like a damage bonus. But yeah, unfortunate. What about Kokomi? Kokomi is good, but the thing with Lyney is that, well, his passives and his overall gameplay heavily incentivizes that you want to make sure that the enemies constantly have a pyro aura on them to get the most benefit. Because without his Ascension 4 passive, you lose out on a decent chunk of damage in return for reaction damage that only makes up kind of a portion of that missing damage. So it really depends on how much missing that you really care about. In terms of Kokomi, Kokomi is good. She's a good unit overall. But for the case of Lyney, I don't necessarily know if I would use Kokomi for Lyney, just because for the most part, Bennett is already going to be enough healing as is. Like honestly, and I know you mentioned earlier that like your Bennett is like you don't really care about Bennett, so not caring about Bennett, for example, if we just take Kokomi into account, her heals would be really good. It would be good enough for Lyney to take advantage of his prop arrow shots. The downside is that she can end up potentially messing with the pyro aura on enemies. So you would end up basically probably doing like a vape Lyney, which Lyney doesn't really specialize in vape, especially in the fact that he's a charge attack character. Vape isn't necessarily his strong suit. I haven't tested it myself, so I'm not necessarily going to say if it full blown works or not, but I would assume it probably doesn't work that amazing, but it's usable. If you want to, it's usable. But I don't recommend it personally. Monopyro, Zhongling, Bennett, Kazuha plus Lyney. Yeah, that's like the default team. I like almost. Whoa, a stream, right? Period. Very unexpected. I just randomly decided to because I was talking to my friend yesterday, and he's like, "When are you gonna do a Genshin live stream?" And I was like, "Screw it, maybe tomorrow." And here I am. So we can thank my friend for this random farming for Lyney live stream, I guess. And I've already talked about the battle pass weapons. I mean, my overall opinion on the battle pass weapons was mainly just this one is probably the most worth it. Everything else is kind of just like whatever. This is definitely for a future character. Baiju can use it, but meh. This is also meh. But if you get high refinements on it, could be really good on characters like Lyney. Polearm, pretty decent. I personally wouldn't get it though, especially because we already have enough selections, and I don't want to build another weapon for Zhongling. Zhongling. We already know. And Talking Stick is definitely the weapon of all time. So, yeah. So what do you think about my team Raiden, Lyney, Yoimiya, Coco on a scale 1 to 10? For the sake of Lyney, that team is probably like, I'm going to be very honest, that team is probably like around maybe a 6, maybe a 7. Like, it's a team that like, it can work, but I don't, like, the interaction would feel kind of weird. Like, I'm not really sure. I'm not really that confident in like the interactions between the characters, but in terms of like just the characters overall, that automatically gets like a 6 or a 7 in terms of assortment. But I wouldn't personally use that in my own like run, especially for Yoimiya's sake, because Yoimiya is like and also a main DPS, and like I'd rather just use her in like Vape or something where she can find some benefit than like be a second DPS character in a team that just takes up like unnecessary field time. Okay, actually, I forgot if I have extra more Chesney Hunter pieces. I know I farmed it like a little bit. Ooh, yeah, no. Ooh, yeah, no, these are not giving. No, okay, no. No, I do not have any good pieces. Okay, do I have anything else? Oh yeah, I do have Lyney's story quest, but I don't feel like doing that right now. I already know that thing's gonna be a wall of text for like half that thing because we already know Genshin storytelling, not the greatest. Not that great at all. I don't have any resin either. Actually, I have enough resin for one more run. I'll just do one artifact run, and then I'll just call it a day on this stream. Wait, where is this artifact domain again? Oh, yeah, it's over here. I'll just do one quick little run. Yeah, but I should stream more often. I actually kind of like this streaming stuff, but I don't know. I just like kind of forget that I can stream, and then I just like don't do it for like weeks on end, and I just have a random move, just like I'm just gonna stream because why not? But this is fun. I like answering questions and responding to stuff. I think it also just depends on my mood, because sometimes I just feel like being alone, being peaceful, and just like doing my video editing, just like getting my stuff done. And then there's some days where, like today, where I'm like, you know what? Let's just stream, because we're here to have fun. And also because I don't really have necessarily anything to do today, so might as well do something. I forgot the enemies in this thing. Oh yeah, it's these. Oof. Oof. Okay, I'm just gonna... I love that I can just do that with Lyney. Just like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna burst into my thing. I love it. I just love how flexible his rotations are. That's something that I wish I listed in my guide video. His rotations are actually relatively flexible. Like, of course he has general rotations, but he's pretty flexible. Like, you can kind of like just do whatever and it just works. Because he does so much damage up front. It's ridiculous. And like, I don't even have him like talent level 999 yet. Like, he's like on 845 or something. Like, it's still decent. Okay, yeah, this was not... Yeah, no, I already have a good feather, so this is whatever. Alright. That's all I can do. Alright, well, I'll just answer any additional questions real quick before I go. So, are there any other questions you feel like asking? Go ahead and ask it now before I go. I'll stay here for like a couple more minutes. Here, let's go to a view that's pretty. Where's a pretty view? Maybe like up here. Okay, this is this is not that pretty of a view. Please. Okay, whatever. This works. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Any additional questions, just in case there's any more. But otherwise, if there are none, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Very random stream. I'll try to make sure that I like announce my streams before I do them, but like I also kind of like doing this sporadically, so I might just do this again for funsies. And yeah, if there's no more questions, thank you everyone for coming by. Hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, or whatever. And